Hey, what's happening, folks? TextBoy91 here, and I'm bringing you some NCAA gameplay. A lot of you guys asked me to show you my offensive line, my defensive setup, and all this stuff, so I'm going to show you guys right now. I got Joe Thomas at left guard, or right guard, because he has 78 speed and he actually can pull pretty fast. Also added Dave Pollock to my defensive line because he's a monster, and I was just trying to experiment with different pass rushers. Also, we got Warren Sapp, ended up pulling him in the All-American pack. Didn't want to sell him, not going for much, so I decided to go ahead and play with him. We added Mr. Ray Lewis from the U, Mr. Middle Linebacker there. We also got Herlacher playing your backup middle linebacker next to Kuechly. And we also were fortunate enough to get Champ Bailey out of a single All-American pack. So my defensive secondary is pretty stacked. So we're going to go ahead and get into this game. And hopefully we can get this win. Right now we are currently, let's see where we are. We are currently 6-1. Only lost one time so far. So let's see if we can go ahead and beat our opponent with the playing as Ohio State. It's going to be a good game, but there's two gameplays in here, so you can already know one of my opponents probably quits. But I really don't want to talk about the gameplay as much as I want to talk about why is Mark Wahlberg considered a good actor. Like, I'm thinking on Twitter today, I put on Twitter, what was the last good movie Mark Wahlberg did, because I'm tired of seeing all these promotions that Twitter's doing on my timeline with all these movies that I'm probably not going to watch. You got Pacific Rim over here paying Twitter whatever they're paying so they can blow up my feed with these movie promotions, and you got this movie called Two Guns with Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg. I'm like, who's potentially going to go watch that movie? Like, I'm trying to think, what was a good movie, like, what was the last movie Mark Wahlberg was in? And thinking of him, like, he was in Shooter, but that was 2007. And he had The Lovely Bones, and that wasn't my cup of tea, but a lot of people said that was a good movie. And I'm like, it was the last movie he was in, Invincible, and I don't even know if that was a good movie because I put that in the category as a sports movie, and sports movies generally can't be bad unless you just have it completely wrong, because usually guys like anything sports related, as it is anyway. That's why ESPN is so popular, even though half the time it's just showing the same highlights, but it's one of the most popular shows on television. So Invincible might have been his last good movie, but a lot of people on Twitter are throwing back at me, oh, Ted was good, Contraband was good. I'm like, do these people really watch movies, or they just go and just name movies they just saw and they said it was okay? Because Ted was not that good. Ted was mostly made by Seth MacFarlane. If you guys seen that movie, if Mark Wahlberg was in there with, I'm going to say, what's that one guy's name? He has the scraggly voice he was in. What's the worst that can happen? Danny DeVito. If Danny DeVito played Ted instead of Seth MacFarlane, would it be the same movie? No, it wouldn't. And then also Mark Wahlberg got carried by Will Ferrell and the other guys. I watched the other guys like plenty of times because my roommates in college loved that movie. I honestly didn't see what was so funny about the movie. There's a couple of funny scenes, especially the part when we talk about Gator. Gator don't play that. But it's just like, what other stuff in that movie is really funny? Mark Wahlberg is very, very awkward the entire movie, very, very angry. And it really wasn't that funny. A lot of people are like, I feel like he's just riding off the coattails of other people, and he just gets put in that category as a good actor. And it kind of annoys me because he's not a good actor. Like, I really can't name like his last good movie. I think I can name 3: Fighter, Invincible, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the Shooter because everybody said that was a good movie. I didn't watch it. It's 2007, I believe. I was a sophomore in high school. And I believe that Mark Wahlberg is forcing himself down our throat by starring in a bunch of movies on a yearly basis, just so we can believe that he take him seriously. I believe he's kind of Adam Sandler, where like he's Adam Sandler can only get stuck doing comedies, and anything else we can't take him seriously. I believe Mark Wahlberg can only do dramas. And other than dramas, I don't really think of him as a comedian, because I watched Pain and Gain, which a lot of people mention on Twitter as a good movie as well. If you guys ain't following me on Twitter, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at the TexasBoy91. But a lot of people mentioned Pain and Gain. I'm like, yeah, it was goofy, but like really, like our acting standards that low to where we just assume he's a good actor because he was in that movie when it was pretty funny. Like I'm trying to think like good actors like Denzel, Will Smith. You have, I'm trying to think of a actor who else is good. You have, I wouldn't like Ryan Gosling's not good. I do like Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Reynolds doesn't go over his head and do stuff that he's not going to be good in. He does stuff that fits his personality and his comedy style. You got what is his name? The guy from The Hangover. Oh, I know his name. Bradley Cooper. He's a good actor. Shia LaBeouf's a good actor, and these people are doing movies like every other year, every 2 years, whatever, and it actually fits them. But Mark Wahlberg, I feel like he's in the wrong genre, and he's trying to force himself down our throat because he wants to be that actor that is known for doing everything, and he's not that guy. He is not that guy. So as you see our first point right there, he ended up quitting, so we're playing our second game. We're playing in Texas, actually, so we're playing our first unofficial home game because we're not really playing where I want to play. Right here, hit a receiver running back. Calvin Johnson in the middle of the field. I think this might have been his last game. I ended up playing with Calvin Johnson because I don't like him right now, and I think I ended up getting a better receiver there anyway. But I don't know. You guys agree with my statement about Mark Wahlberg not being a good actor? Because there's a I don't understand why our standards are so low that we assume a guy's a good actor because he's constantly always in movies making money. Because if you're just that's such a sign of a good actor. If you're always in movies, you're just available. Like you have if you're constantly gonna be like Samuel L. Jackson, he's been in a bunch of movies, but I don't really consider him a great actor. Like he's funny, but I don't. He's in a bunch of movies, always being featured, and that's just because he's Samuel L. Jackson. He probably will take anything, but that doesn't make him a great actor. But Mark Wahlberg, every year in and out, he usually has 1 or 2 movies come out a year, and it's just annoying. I feel like I don't like him forcing his terrible acting skills down our throat. And now he's gonna be in the new Transformers movie because Shia LaBeouf didn't want to do it. And now I feel like he's just about to take over that entire genre. We're gonna see 3 more movies of that with all the other stuff. It's gonna be annoying. I'm not a big fan of Mark Wahlberg. Same thing with Ryan Gosling. I feel like Ryan Gosling, The Drive is one of the most overrated movies I've ever seen in my life. I'm probably gonna upset some people by saying that, but Drive is pretty bad. I watched that movie and I swear I'm pretty sure I talked more in this commentary to this point than he did in that entire movie. I didn't understand the point of it. Like I thought it was gonna be a movie by him basically being helping people escape from banks. That's what it was in the first 5 minutes of the movie, where these guys went out and robbed a bank and he got them out of the trouble. And after that, it just turned into him following working at a mechanic shop and then meeting a girl who she's really really cute. I don't know her name, but basically her meeting a girl and she had a kid and falling in love with her. Like really, this is what I'm watching now. It just turned into a movie about a girl when I thought it was going to be a movie about a really good driver escaping situations that aren't really escapable because he's an impossible white dude. And I thought that was going to be, but no. I got tricked into believing that it was going to be a good movie, and it wasn't. I was like, why does everybody think this is a good movie? This movie's not that good. Like, I don't understand the point of it, and I feel like I just wasted an hour and a half, 2 hours of my time watching this movie. And for him not to say really anything other than just like whispering the entire time. Sound like Ray Lewis after the Super Bowl, just whispering like, God is with us. Like, I didn't understand the appeal of that movie at all. But then again, that movie probably wasn't made for me. Like, I don't know, because I didn't think movies coming out lately. Like, there's a lot of stuff that are just getting created. But I like movies that I expect, like, when I go to, I know I'm going to see. I like those movies that are trying to deceive us and try to basically give us something that they're not promising. That's one of the main reasons why I had a problem with The Purge. And this has turned into a random commentary about movies that I don't like, said about Mark Wahlberg. And I'm probably going to keep doing this because I like randomly talking. And I want to do a podcast, but it's just kind of hard to find an editing software. What am I talking about? Equipment so I can record people's voices and my voice without actually having to pay for it, because that stuff's expensive. I'm not trying to pay $20 for those so they can talk. That's ridiculous. But that's one of the main reasons why I had a problem with The Purge. If you guys seen The Purge and you said it was good, you're full of bleep. You're full of bleep. They basically show you the trailer of people killing each other on the streets, and then then you go to the movie. That's like the first 2 minutes of the movie. And then like the next hour and 48 minutes is you inside of, I don't know his name. It's not Colin McCarthy. What is his name? The Ethan Hawke. I believe it's Ethan Hawke's house. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, it's really that's the entire movie. Like, that is ridiculous, and it's just really just a money grab. They got you there, and then they sold you a bag full of dog crap, and then you thought it was gonna be a bag full of dog treats. I don't know. It was just stupid. I didn't understand the point of that at all. But I don't know. I just wish movies would basically stop deceiving us. Because I'm trying to think, what was the last movie I seen? Like, I seen a lot of good movies. Kevin Hart really wasn't a movie. That was more of just a comedy. Yeah, I want to say, what was the last movie I saw? I saw The Evil Dead. I go to movies a lot. Like, that's one of the things I like to do. I like to go watch movies because I just enjoy seeing actors on screen and like being entertained. That's better than always going out to the club, because sometimes you can get shot at the club, especially down here in Texas. People don't play. But I ain't really gonna get shot at a movie theater. Well, you can, but it's not gonna be as rare as being shot at the club. But I saw Django. I thought that was a great movie. I thought that was an excellent movie. There's some flaws in it, but other than that, I thought that was a great movie. Spider-Man 3 was really good. You also had Avengers was good. Iron Man 3 was good. Like, there's a lot of good movies that came out recently. It's just that the bad ones they stick in your mind so much that it's just ridiculous. Like, one movie that just came out, what was it called? It just came out. It was the movie with The Conjuring. There it is. That movie was just a jump scare movie. I just don't like how they were hyping it up all over Twitter. That did not sit well with me. They're over there saying this movie is so scary. 9 out of 10 people are experiencing freaky stuff in their house, and I'm not one to like scary movies. But if you can interest me, because I will go see them, because girls generally like to go see them. And what do you guys want to do with girls? Hang out with them and then do something else with them afterwards. But that's why you generally go to the scary movie, because the girl wants to go. Guys really don't have a reason to see scary movies for that one reason. But just looking at the movie, like, it was gonna be terrible. Like, and of course it was. The plot was terrible. It was just a jump scare movie. But hey, so I'd get you girls all on you, so I can't get mad at that. But at least make a good scary movie. I think the last good one I saw might have been, what was it called? I might just say Devil, because that's the last one I remember seeing that I actually kind of enjoyed, because it threw me for a twist. I know Saws are all generally good, but I don't really consider that a scary movie. That's that's kind of like a drama slash blood and gore. I don't really consider that a scary movie though. But right here, we end up getting sacked, and we're probably no, what happened? I'm white. I'm the white team. All right, am I the white team? Yeah, I'm the white team. Right here, we're on the offensive end. We get the sack, and right here we're going deep. We throw it to Calvin Johnson. He makes a good reception there to get us out of the situation. Them leg tackles in this game, I swear you cannot tackle anybody up right, but you can just put your arm out and trip them. I don't understand that the programming into the game, because I have been so annoyed when you can basically be faster than a lineman. They just dive, they touch your toes, and you fall. But then you have Luke Kuechly, 98 tackling, Ed Reed, like 94 tackling, whatever, hit somebody in the chest, and they just throw them to the ground, quarterbacks and all. It doesn't make any sense to me. Right here, you catch me with that tight end zig route. That is one of the go-to routes on fourth down. Kind of hard to defend when you're doing it manually. So they got scored too quickly. Gonna get this guy an advantage to get down the field pretty quickly. And I don't want to lose another game in close regulation. Right here, gets a nice run on me. I need to figure out how to stop those big runs. That Warren Sapp, and I got Glenn Dorsey. I might need to change my defensive lineup. I think Ndamukong Suh might be a better fit for me, because he is kind of a bigger and stronger body than Glenn Dorsey is, I believe, currently. But like, Glenn Dorsey is not that great. I think he's one of the weakest links in my team. But we still got a lot of NCAA, basically, life experiment with people. Right here, that should have been picked, but my freaking defense did not react fast enough. But that's one of the main reasons why defense in this game is so hard. That's why I believe offense is just ridiculous in the game. You can have an 80 overall team out there and probably beat somebody, because you just can run these routes and your defense doesn't react there. Right there, I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, and that's probably going to cost me the game. He's in field goal range. I still got my 3 timeouts, so we're going to try to stop him. We run commit here. He still gets some good yards out of it, but we're going to go ahead and try to call some timeouts here so he can just kick the field goal and I can get this victory. Or again, I get this victory, but try to come back and at least win the game and before the game ends. Right here, he gets a nice run. He stops short of the touchdown. He did it on purpose. He just wanted to try to milk the clock out. But right here, he does something weird. Actually, I think right here, he ends up running it in, and I ended up losing this game in regulation. And it sucks. So right now we're probably gonna be 6-2. I'm gonna show you some series. I got to get down the field, and that's not gonna happen. Right here, my right tackle gets sticked on, and I got to freaking get forced out of the pocket, and then I get sacked. I get blasted. So we end up losing this game. Hope you guys enjoyed this random commentary. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you agreed with any of my thoughts. If you did it, explain why. Whatever's on your mind. Whatever's clever. But text boy, it's not them with a bleeper. Peace.